Confirmed COVID-19 cases in Manipur reached 172, out of which 52 are recovered cases and 120 are active cases. India crosses 2,46,600 confirmed cases of COVID-19. Their toll reaches 6,929. Kundrakpam MLA T.H. Lokeshwar demands state government to release white paper of COVID-19 funds spent and provided by the centre. And all Manipur Ayush Doctors Association demands government to regularize Ayush doctors. Kurumjari, good evening. You are watching Sunday Primetime English News on Impact TV. And I'm Victoria RAJKUMARI with you. Our top stories this evening. 15 more people have tested positive for COVID-19 at VRDL, RIMS and Jenims. Confirmed COVID-19 cases in Manipur reached 172, out of which 52 are recovered cases and 120 are active cases. 12 were tested positive at VRDL, RIMS and 3 were tested positive at the VRDL Jenims. Infected persons are 6 from Thawbal, 5 from Ukhrul, 3 from Kangpokpi and 1 from Imphal West. They returned to Manipur from Mumbai and Delhi by flight and train. They are undergoing treatment at COVID-19 care facility in Jenims and RIMS. Kundrakpam MLA T.H. Lokeshwar demanded the state government to publicly release a white paper on funds spent and provided by the centre to combat COVID-19 in the state. He was speaking to media while inaugurating response on COVID Manipur along with Coalition Plus today. CROC Manipur will operate a 30 days camp which was opened for drug abusers who cannot make it to the rehabilitation centres opened at various parts of Manipur. Speaking at the event, MLA Lokeshwar alleged government of not working sincerely in combating COVID-19. He further highlighted the fear of widespread transmission of COVID-19 if any drug user is tested positive for COVID-19. He appealed the government to take necessary measures for drug users. MHRC Acting Chairman Kaidem Mani and Director of Social Welfare N.G. Uttam attended the event.
COVID-19 se masi thenglabada thamoi sengne aigi mi khaidaba thenghudra dine once amutang communitize tawraba Manipur da amutang sandokraba adudi khoina control do songo moi pulap tumina bana tan upai chule leroi 200 bedded chani haidana lamma yengdana hek khutak da sane lauthu ure aduna kadai da sakhre sakana program sungtau to vidrasu sakagi di moi tawon to kone na dum manan khona to jergasu koi da praja Manipur da section khudimak na aina pil to jeningmadi koi thong chap mana leminarsi aduga koi masian se sakar ngaringa da imaleba Manipur de lebin hek jati punuk sibi mota hingobuna phayabse.
Members of 4 students' organizations, namely MSU, MSF, Desam and KSA District Committee, Judibam, questioned to relevant authorities on when the 2 COVID-19 positive patients currently at Judibam will be shifted to Imphal. The committee members inspected the 50-bedded hospital at Ningshinkhul, Judibam today. Speaking to media, President of MSF District Committee, Judibam, Atom Rajiv said an Assam returnee from Imphal East District who stayed at Judibam Quarantine Centre was declared COVID-19 positive on June 5th. He lamented over failure of relevant authorities to shift the COVID-19 patients to Imphal till now by taking advantage of no ambulance service. Atom Rajiv also expressed disappointment over the government for not providing proper ambulance service in Judibam. He appealed to relevant authorities to look into the matter at the earliest.
Hujik akhoi jiri bam gi prajana akhoi gi mapanda leriba standard people myam puna mangna jiri bam jiri gi train station thungaba matamda jiri bam praja myam front line warrior oiduna akhoi gi thabuk thorong kya da saruk ya duna lagliba si hawda akhoi gi mari lenaba authority amadi lengang na ngasi gi positive oiriba patient sing sibu unabagi damakta ambulance ama phawa matik chana thambangam da basi masi tasengna hangningai oiba wang amani haduna jiri bam da leriba mahiroi loop manga mari MSU MSF desam case hariba mahiroi loop marina mari lenaba authority da hangjari loinana mari lenaba authority na athoba matamda hariba jiri bam gi da leriba akhoi medical facilities da watna leriba sotaduna leriba si athoba matamda mengatbinabagi damakta su nisinjari.
All Manipur Ayush Doctors Association drew attention of Chief Minister Nongthoma Biren to extend possible assistance to the family of Ayush pharmacist R.K. Pramodini, who succumbed due to heart attack in line of duty attending COVID-19 patients. The association also appealed authorities concerned to regularize Ayush doctors, acknowledging the inconveniences facing them. Speaking to media in a press meet held at Kwakaithel, Thokchom Laikai today, Association spokesperson H. Robindra said late R.K. Pramodini served as Ayush pharmacist at Bishnupur District Primary Health Center, Kumbi, and she died of heart attack while attending COVID-19 patients at COVID-19 Screening Center in Bishnupur District. He also appealed to acknowledge the roles of Ayush doctors in combating COVID-19 situation. The association expressed condolence as well as extended financial aid to the family members of R.K. Pramodini.
Ayush pharmacist Pramodini Bishnupur District ki main screening center oiriba mafam sida 17 da duty tawramaga masi ahanba positive case phangmadagi pakhatna masi 18 gi around 9:30 am adai heart attack tawraga laikhidawni mase sida phangba yaba government gi side tagi kari leibage haibadu phanganjaninge government da appeal tawjaninge sima khoi si NHM da sahi 13 sure khoi si thabak tawrakpasi akhoi da asukimatik state government na MBBS and the Ayush difference yama tawbire moi government da khoina request tawjaning badi Ayush doctor oijaraga su MBBS ka equivalent oina moi dagi tadana khoi thabak tawri haibase sikhaktang akhoi government da pau pijaning bane honorable CM na lead tawraga paliba madi awaba bu yamna khangbiba yamna nungsibiba kainoni mana karigumba tabiyu haibase thamjage khoi gi laigidaba
Comrade Union Manipur and Comrade Students Union General Headquarters jointly organized one-day awareness campaign on COVID-19 in view of World Environment Day today. Union members donated face masks, hand sanitizers and eggs to the quarantine centers of Luang Shangol, Kongnang Pokpi, Maibun Likli, Purum Likli, Saikul, Makokching and Purum Kulen. The union members also extended help to deprived families of the village and also appealed to people to abide by rules and regulations provided by the government to combat COVID-19. Bharatiya Modi Army BMA conferred the title of Father of Climate Change to Vice Chairperson of Manipur State Disaster Management Authority MSDMA, Adim Pamay. Speaking to media in a press meet held at Adim Pamay's residence today, he said BMA National President Dr. Rajiv Ahuja gave the title to him, acknowledging his effort to plant 1 million avocado plants under the campaign Action for Greening Manipur. He added the campaign, which started on June 12th last year, aims to plant 1 million avocado plants by 2022 to boost state's economy. He asserted that 8 lakh avocado plants has been planted so far despite the hindrance in the campaign due to COVID-19 lockdown, and arrangements are being made to plant 1,80,000 avocado saplings. Adim Pamay said the saplings will be planted at Ukrul, Kangpokpi, Farjol and Tamilong districts. He added the avocado fruit not only provides health benefits, but the leaves and barks of the plant can be used for making tea leaves and beauty products. He also said arrangements are being made to provide 3 kgs per head to those family members engaged in planting the avocado plants until the plant bear fruits. He also expressed happiness upon selecting him as BMA National General Secretary, Northeast in charge. Adim Pamay said plantation of bamboo across Northeast states are underway as a part of one of the pilot projects of Prime Minister Modi. He added 782 crore rupees were sanctioned under the project for Manipur, and bamboos were planted at 30-hectare area of land each at None, Churachandpur, Chandal and Kamjong under Forest Department.
Engonda lairiba potential paisa financial siga pot si Manipur plug ki oigadabagi kano siga kitang awaba oigadabasida masidi pilot project oina ayambasi nungba kendra ro oina hana emphasize tawkhibana pharani sahi taragi manung asida kendra humfu lairiba manung asida humfu makse inak kera khunba ngakta income generate oiba ngakta lairaba haibase poverty haibase eradicate oi tabaya roi habi target ta koi gi state ki income se isha gi income se thok tabaya roi habi thaudok thabak sida ayamba oina handak se nungba kendra oina ayamba oina thare.
Now, Manipur has secured a second place among the smallest states in the National Food Safety Index 2020. As per Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the National Food Safety Index is subdivided into 3 categories such as big states, small states and union territories. Goa topped the index while Meghalaya secured the 3rd place. Kukching police apprehended 2 women drug peddlers in possession of brown sugar yesterday. The miscreants are 32-year-old Bahiling Hing Volsom alias Thingnei Moy and 38-year-old Nenhei Kim alias Martha Nehei Kim Haukip, both from More Ward number 9. Police sources said that the commando team, including Kukching District Women Police personnel, arrested them from Laimangai Chingjing near Palel Forest Gate at around 10:30 last night. The team seized 250 grams of brown sugar and 1 Kenda bike from them. The arrested persons have been handed over to Kukching Police Station for further investigation, and the case has been registered against them.
Mafam Karada, fishing checking point, Tamduna. So, on Pungnipam Kaitam, Palen Saitagi, Jingavia among the ladies Anika, motorcycle mother to Lapatagi, police Kamuna check Tore, check Tomatam, Makogi, Masada, brown sugar, Jingo Yava Poset, Mio Amadagi, Tarag Mari, Mio Amadagina, Kef, Tarukakuna, Totel Kunkak, Equina, Makogi possession, recover Tore, Anis Wamana, Equing same timing, Dinataba, Mamang, Pungmari, Makaya Doida, Equina, Kaching police is a Sangi, case Amagi, Han Mamang the Tokyo. FI number 29 clause 3 by Sora Maning Lekai Degi, Mahaki Mamingna, Nurbanu, Tehi 40 years, Kuma Aduga Mahaki, Nupagi Mingna, MD Aziz of Sora Maning Lekai Degi, High Mu NC, Mahaki Yumda Lady Habiki Popung with Degi, Adu Mahana drug Yonbagi, General Paisa, Karalo Laga, Tamambagi, Koina, Mahaki possession Degi, Chi Story, Soranga Lupa, the singing Nipuni Pan, Samataras, Mama Samana Zuhide, Mahana, drug Yonbagi, Shinova Paisani Hinazu, Mama Samana, Equator, Hide.
A combined team of Coalition Against Drugs and Alcohol (KADA) and All Manipur Students Union (AMSU) seized betel leaves brought in a Tata truck towards Imphal near NRL pump Mantripuki on May 18. The trucks, along with confiscated items, were handed over to Hangang Police Station. After necessary proceedings at court, the betel leaves were destroyed around 5 p.m. yesterday. Staffs of Water Resources Department, along with former Vice President of BJP Manipur Pradesh, Thokchom Jadumani, today inspected Mafau Dam and Thobal Barrage to provide irrigation facilities to dry up agricultural fields of Khangabok. Speaking to media, Thokchom Jadumani said farmers of Khangabok faced inconveniences in agricultural fields due to the less rainfall last year. He added the inspection aims to ease the water scarcity problem faced by farmers. Water Resources Department AE I. Ramananda assured to provide water to water scarcity areas of Khangabok within 5 days. Social Welfare Educational and Cultural Association in a press release urged the public to refrain from opening private banks, carrying out debt collection, lottery, tender and stop payment, etc. at areas under the jurisdiction of 6 clubs of Thiam Kongjal, namely ANMC, YSDO, THKYC, SEO, Solo and SPYC. It's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring news on recovery rate of COVID-19 improving to 48.3% in India. We'll be back with the details after the break. Keep watching Impact News.
Panthoibi Group of Companies presents Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by National Housing Bank, wholly owned by Reserve Bank of India, provides subsidized home loan under PMAY-CLS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Panthoibi Microfin deals with microfinance activities only. Panthoibi Nidhi Limited provides loan against fixed deposit, loan against property, etc. Panthoibi Constructions Private Limited facilities. Booking started for real estate residential projects of flats, villas or row houses, etc. For more details, kindly contact Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its subsidiary group of companies, Uripok Rangbam Leikai, Imphal.
LMP Technology Private Limited ne puthokchaba traditional class tawdraba sumapung fana online visual class toba yaraba line study material share toba yaraba amadi comment piduna question and answer analysis tobugi khudong chaba du fanganjari line assignment piba amadi submit tobasu yahali MCQ ki pattern na online exam smoothly and effectively pangthokpugi khudong chaba adu pizari asida natana ahen ba future kaya amasu fanganjari Pambibi School College University amadi coaching center singna contact tobirak pa yagani amadi Google ki Play Store dagi download tobiyo
Bisleri at your doorstep delivery service. Bisleri drinking water with 10-step quality process, ozonization for purity with contactless production and packaging. For order related queries, please contact 8787567518 or 690-9357-842. With terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. You're watching Sunday Primetime English News on Impact TV. The central government today said that the COVID-19 recovery rate is 48.37% in the country and 1,19,293 people have recovered from coronavirus so far. During the last 24 hours, 5,220 people have got cured. Health and Family Welfare Ministry said 9,971 new cases of COVID-19 have been reported in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of cases to 2,46,628 in the country. This is the highest spike in new cases in one day since the outbreak of the pandemic in India. During the last 24 hours, 287 deaths have been recorded, taking the nationwide toll to 6,929. The case fatality rate is 2.80% in the country. Meanwhile, the Indian Council of Medical Research ICMR said a total of 1,42,069 samples of coronavirus were tested in the last 24 hours. With this, the total number of tests done has reached 46,66,386 in the country. ICMR is continuously scaling up its testing facilities for COVID-19 by giving approval to government and private laboratories. As of now, a total of 759 laboratories across India have been given approval to conduct the test that include 531 government laboratories and 228 private laboratories chains. India has reported 9,971 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, total confirmed cases have reached more than 2,46,628, out of which 1,20,406 are active cases, 1,19,293 people have recovered, and altogether 6,929 patients have died so far. Maharashtra is on the top with 42,609 active cases. Meanwhile, recovery rate of patients from COVID-19 infection in India has reached 48.37%, and ICMR has tested 1,42,069 samples for coronavirus during the last 24 hours. Globally, coronavirus has infected 70,12,177 people, and 4,02,732 people have succumbed to COVID-19, while 34,30,347 people have recovered so far. USA is on the top with 19,88,700 confirmed cases and total deaths of 1,12,101 so far. India is at 6th place in the world. RAJKUMARI Bulletin LKKL in a press release demands the state government to withdraw its attempt to carry out delimitation process based on erroneous 2001 census amid COVID-19 situation. LKKL warned of launching agitations along with public if the government attempts to carry out delimitation against people's interest. Kanglek Park Women's Welfare Association in a press release also appealed the government not to carry out delimitation process based on erroneous 2001 census report. Maipak Ningthau Committee Manipur, Maitei Pangal Kunthok Ningsing Thauram Committee commemorated the first day of Meitei Pangal settlement in Manipur, Maitei Pangal Kunthok Numit today. Speaking at the event held at Hatha Golapati, co-convener administration of Maipak Ningthau Committee, Wajit Saha said the event commemorates the day when Meitei Pangals first settled in the state on the 17th day of Inga in Manipur lunar calendar on 1606. He lamented that the event is subdued owing to the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic. Volunteers of Young Federation Club Mayang Imphal Chabung Company Makalekai has planted 3 saplings on the riverbanks of Imphal River in relation to World Environment Day. Speaking to media, Conservator of Forest, Central Forest Division, RAJKUMARI said social fencing is necessary for the trees to survive and appealed local clubs, women organizations to take major roles for the same. He lauded local clubs, private organization for widespread saplings plantation in view of World Environment Day. He assured that Forest Department will provide tree saplings and act as facilitator. Central Division DFO RK Amarjit, officer in charge of Mayang Imphal Police Station, Oinam Joy Mangol, president of Young Federation Club, Thongam Surej, and people of the area attended the event.
Global warming sigi impact mayam ama leiriba ising phangjelaktabagi saba hingalakpagi leiriba mayam sigi solution di ekhoi local level da ekhoi na tobung da hairati hoi keno se u thaba se amaroiba keno mani u thaba se da ekhoi gi ya amaroiba di u thaba ji yes it is very important adu hen maroi di hingan bachene ko hingan bai bes da ekhoi na kana gi duty no ko ekhoi na se u thaba harga forest department khaktan hinga do na te ko maram di loina ba khoi gi manipur company ong u thari be se forest department hingan ban ngamoi just a khoi thabakti facilitator ni usa je khoi supply toba hingan bai beduri khoi thabiri ba mayam ko club organization leiba moi mayam se da sonsen fencing darka oi fencing leiponte ko kanana thabiri ba mayam aduna care lobiraba madu sahi ani khaktang at least 2 years ko manu makhong sembi dana khotna aragi yamna ikang thobu matam doragadi singara saibi ba aragi sa sandagi protect tobi ba just sikaktane ba aduna World Environment Day celebrate tobagi hena mai pakadobadi yes ngasi plantation jini karmatam da success ore hagadobadi tharibu pansinga se asobo umam maturity morakodo adudani mkhoi mai pakwa haidores.
Indian Red Cross Society Manipur State Branch condoled the demise of former president of Indian Red Cross Society Manipur State Branch come former governor of the state Ved Marwa and former chairman of the society M. Mandumangol today. In the condolence ceremony held at the head office of the society in MG Avenue, chairman of the society Dr. Y. Mohan, and Secretary, retired IAS Dr. RAJKUMARI, along with the volunteers, observed 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to the departed souls. The society acknowledged the works of the leaders during the meet. States and union territories are gearing up to open religious places, malls, restaurants, hotels and offices from tomorrow. Union Health and Family Welfare Ministry had on June 4th issued Standard Operating Procedures SOPs to open up to these places. As per guidelines, generic measures need to be observed by all staffs, workers or patrons at all times when visiting malls, restaurants or workplaces. This includes physical distancing of at least 6 feet and use of face covers or masks. Respiratory etiquettes to be strictly followed. This involves strict practice of covering one's mouth and nose while coughing, sneezing with a tissue, handkerchief, flex elbow and disposing of used tissues properly. Self-monitoring of health by all and reporting any illness at the earliest to the state and district helpline. All restaurants have been asked to ensure that takeaways are encouraged instead of dine-in. All staff and patrons to be allowed entry only if using face masks or cover. In case of religious places, the SOP advises people above 65 years of age, pregnant women, children below the age of 10 years to stay at home. Large gatherings and congregations continue to remain prohibited. Now the sports news. All Manipur Football Association has extended relief items to Manipuri footballer Serto Linda Kom, who is a part of India camp for FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. Linda is the daughter of Achung Kom and Chandani Kom from Koidengtak, Kuno. District Football Association Moirang represented her as a forward player in various football tournaments of Manipur. AMFA acknowledged her talent and represented her in various national football championships and selected her to participate in the India camp for the upcoming FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup to be hosted by All India Football Federation. AMFA President, General Secretary and members extended food items to Linda, who has been practicing at home for the upcoming World Cup. Speaking to media, General Secretary of DFA Moirang, T.H. Megha, lauded AMFA for extending the relief items. He urged people to encourage and promote sportspersons of the state.
Under-17 FIFA World Cup ki selection fange ada game tawbane ado COVID-19 na maram oidana game suti thakre adu ju yumda oja somlana taw habsingdo dum tawri lockdown mark sida aisu yumda isan fit oinaba dum hotnajari adu loinana avagi oja singna lockdown mark sida player khoi bunung sibituna chan thaknaba aduga bolga pibirakpagi yam haraujari aduga akhoi ju World Cup kawa ngamboi jage oja mayamna wish pibiram
tamthiraba corona virus haibalaina asina prithivida yamna tamthiba oi matamasida AIFF ki lising makhada All Manipur Football Association ki program da international under-17 football da selection trial phangaba adugumlaba players in mayum bim satna All Manipur Football Association na sana thangnaba kaya luraba tanja asida satchatuna yan thopiba asi asuki matik football bu sanaba kaya players in pun thogot pagaloina na aikoi su empha gi matung injaduna hairiba khum chatuna asigumba players in bu thona happy ba si de koi su yaujari matung de su All Manipur Football Association na Manipuri kasin kaya da leriba players in bu thona happy yu haiduna hanna mayang famda singjari.
Now, New Zealand became the 4th country to qualify for the FIFA Women's Under-17 World Cup to be held in India next year after being nominated as the sole representative of the Oceania region. All India Football Federation will organize the World Cup under the aegis of FIFA. The matches will be played at Bhubaneswar's Kalinga Stadium, Kolkata's VYBK Stadium, Guwahati's Indira Gandhi Athletic Stadium, Ahmedabad's Ika Arena and Navi Mumbai's D.Y. Patel Stadium, November 2nd to 21st this year. The tournament was to be held from November 2nd to 21st, but postponed to February 17 to March 7 next year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Altogether, 16 teams from various parts of the world will compete in the World Cup. It may be mentioned that India, Japan, South Korea and New Zealand has already qualified for the tournament. Badminton Association of India has nominated 3 names for Arjuna Award, 2 veteran players for Dhyan Chand Awards for Lifetime Achievement, 2 coach for Dronacharya Award to the Sports Ministry. Indians doubles player Swashri Sairaj Ranki Reddy and Chirag Sethi backed the champion title in the Thailand Open Super 500 and also backed the runners-up title in the French Open Super 750, and they are in the 10th position worldwide. Singles player Samir Verma, who bagged 3 gold medals and currently in 11th position worldwide, was also nominated for Arjuna Award. The association also nominated veteran player Pradeep Gandhi and Manushka Kanwar for Dhyan Chand Awards for Lifetime Achievement and coach S. Murlidharan and Bhaskar Babu for Dronacharya Award. Indian Golf Union has nominated Rajit Khan, Aditi Ashok and Diksha Dagar for Arjuna Awards to Sports Ministry. Rajit is the highest ranked Indian man in the world, while Aditi, who featured in the 2016 Rio Olympics, is the only woman golfer from the country to be currently playing on the Ladies BGA Tour in the US. She has 3 wins on Ladies European Tour. Diksha, the winner of silver medal in 2017 Delphi Olympics, won the Women's South African Open and was a short qualifier for Tokyo Olympics this year before it got postponed. And before we wrap up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Confirmed COVID-19 cases in Manipur reached 172, out of which 52 are recovered cases and 120 are active cases. India crosses 2,46,600 confirmed cases of COVID-19. Death toll reaches 6,929. Kundrakpam MLA T.S. Lokeshwar demands state government to release white paper on COVID-19 funds spent and provided by the centre. And All Manipur Ayush Doctors Association demands the government to regularize Ayush doctors. That's all we have for today. Thanks for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri News. For more news updates, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. Until then, stay home, stay safe, take care of yourself and family.